like a freight train will. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking like love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Gravy drips in the southern drawl. Stories thick like the cypress tall. Radio rebels riding wild and free, shouting truths like a storm at sea. Hey, hey, can you feel that beat? Boots on the floor, fire in the heat. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, talking live love and southern joy. Cornbread man, biscuit boy, raise your glass, make some noise. Tells the dirt roads, whiskey skies that cut through the night like fireflies. Laughter echoes through the pines, two voices cross them county lines.
And we're going to go live. How is everybody? We'll get Paul in here in just a second. He's blocking the sun for me.
Hard to believe I'm that big, you know.
We are trying, folks. It has been a challenging morning.
Struggle bus.
And so, you know, it is one of those things. And then we've had something pop up in front of the screen. You just got to like that. It does stuff like that. So let's see if we can. There we are. And I see three of you in here. And welcome. Happy Saturday. Give me just a second to pull the chats up. Then we're going to bring Paul in. We're going to be blinded by the sun. Remember the song Blinded by the Light? That was a good song. And here we go. There's the comments. And we hope you come in. All right, Paul, come on in. I think we got...
Got it?
I think we do. I think we're good.
I know it's bright.
Hopefully.
How is everybody this morning?
We're good. I was just trying to listen to music and get us pulled up. The sun has cracked over the top of the ridge.
Yes, it has.
It's a ridge runner this morning. Were you ever a ridge runner?
Oh, man. We used to do it at night with the lights off on Big Ridge over in Hickson. And we mainly, you know, we did cars, but it was mainly motorcycles. So you could run the whole ridge the fastest without wrecking.
Oh, yeah.
With the lights off.
Absolutely, man. Ridge runners, man.
Yeah.
That, you know, people in flatlands, they can't understand us mountain folk. They say, I don't know how. We can't. Yeah, they say, we can't see where we're going. I said, all you got to do is see where you're right in front of you. They want to be able to see 30, 40, 50 miles ahead. And, you know, I like the mountains. I like the majestic look of the mountains.
Oh, yeah. When I drove in this morning, I had Ray-Bans on, but the headlights were on my truck. But I can see better through them, believe it or not. I've got two different shades. One of them brownish, and the other one is like your regular aviator type. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And one that's kind of like a shooter lens. It cuts through, you know, the fog. It cuts through, you know, the glare, all that good stuff, and I can see better with it.
Wearing glasses, I always had to deal with the glare, especially, you know, at night.
Right.
And I have sensitive eyes anyway.
Yeah.
As I've gotten older, it's a little bit worse. I mean, like, not bad. Like, it's not like I can't see. My wife has trouble even before all the health issues. She had trouble at night, big time. But in fog, real bright, dark, whatever, she'll say, there's been times she's looked over at me and go, "Can you even see where you're going?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "I don't see." She's over here trying to shield her. She goes, "I can't even see the road. I can't see the lines. How do you do that?"
Jesus, take the wheel.
Well, and there is that panic. You just have to get used to it. Everybody that drives knows this.
Yeah.
When headlights are coming, there is a moment where you can't see anything.
Well,
Usually, I mean,
you know how I get around that? I never look really straight ahead. I'm always looking off to the right, following the yellow line.
Yeah.
And if they come over and get me, then they come over and get me. But I'm staying out of their way.
Yeah, that's always your eyes won't. You have to train your eyes not to do it. Your eyes want to look at the headlights.
Yeah, they do.
And you'll be blinded. But
you have to look.
Sometimes you have people coming at you that have like 25 lights on the front of their vehicle.
Yeah.
And it's really hard.
Yeah.
So there is, at some point, there could be just like this little, it's a split second where you really are blind almost to a point. But you know where you're at,
Well, it's the same way with sun. There's certain times, you can come over a hill or, go around a bend, where the trees have been blocking the sun, it can hit you.
Oh, man, I was coming up,
you.
the road I used to get here.
Yeah.
The highway there, and that mornings can be rough at a certain time coming up through there.
Yeah.
You definitely need sunglasses or some way to shield your eyes. It'll watch you out, man. You can't see nothing because you're seeing stars.
I know there's a place on Old Lee Highway right when you come through McDonald there. You go around this curve and then you're actually going around a ridge. It's a cut through.
Yeah.
And when the sun's setting, it sets, right there. And I mean, it just, as soon as you go around that curve, it's blinding. Well, I was a dummy and I was cleaning my windshield. So I had sprayed water, the Rain-X stuff on the windshield. And so the windshield was wet. The sunlight hit it. I went around that curve. You talk about blind. I couldn't see nothing. I mean, I had no idea where the road was.
Not good.
No, it's scary.
Yeah, not good. And some people are just more susceptible to those things. It's scary to think how many people are on the road that probably can't see very well. Maybe got some glaucoma going on or light sensitivity that's really bad, or maybe their vision's fading. I mean, it's and people don't like to say they can't do anymore.
Oh, I know.
And there always has to be somebody step up and be that person and
it's
say
not safe.
You can't drive anymore.
Right.
And it's tough. You're not for that person who quickies or whatever. We have the train. All aboard. That's for Dean, the Bubba train. My wife, and she knows she can't now, but when she was things were starting to go a little haywire. I told her she couldn't drive.
Right.
And she was mad at me about it. Not mad like, I hate you mad.
Well, it's taking somebody's independence away.
And she was saying, I can do it. I can do it. And I would say, you think you can, but there's danger. And I said, something's going on. Until we figure out what's going on, I don't want you to drive. It's like, I wasn't saying you can't drive. I'm saying
for her safety.
Yeah, for your safety, for other people's safety, I don't want you to drive. And within 3 months, it was evident to her she couldn't drive.
Right.
It was just, we didn't know what was going on. And doctors weren't able to tell. And now it's, she knows that. Now she's just happy if she feels good enough to get in the car and ride,
Right.
My wife, to some people this might not, my wife has always been the best traveler. Like, it didn't matter if I said we're going to Kalamazoo or Sacramento, California. It didn't matter.
Right.
My wife was always ready to go. It's one of the most exciting things for her is to pack up.
Jump in the car and go.
She loves to pack up and go. And Kaylee has always traveled well too. And so she loves, she likes to stop and stretch and things like that.
A lot going on here in Ringo today.
Man, we got ambulance, train, we got
everything going on.
Hearing all that noise, we're not in control of it.
Yeah, we need to record that sometime.
Well, you just say clip it. With StreamYard, you just say clip it, and it'll clip that out. Sorry, and I'm surprised we didn't have obligatory Davidson group come by at the same time.
Oh, they'll be back.
Yeah, Thunder Valley, man, Thunder Roads.
It's not 8:45 yet.
They always come through as well. But anyway, I was going to say is that she loves to be in the car and loves to go.
Right.
So I said all that to say this: my wife loves to ride with my son and go door dashing. She absolutely does that.
Gets her out of the
I
house.
almost felt like the parent the other night. Like me and you had been doing recording or going live shows out of the studio. Well, they were gone, and I didn't know they went. So they sent me a message and said, my son said, "Got Mama out. We're door dashing and everything. I don't think they got home almost 1 o'clock in the morning." I'm like, "Okay, now it's time for you to get home." I mean, like, what's going on?
Felt like crazy kids doing out there.
Yeah, I felt like the kid, or the parent looked like, "Where's them kids at?"
Right.
Hope they're wearing their seatbelts, But he said she had a ball and got out for a good point.
Well, that's good.
Door dash. Have you ever door dash?
No.
Have you ever done?
Never have.
Oh man.
I'm sure you see a lot of interesting things door dashing.
Door dashing, Ubering, Lyft.
Right.
Uber Eats. I mean, there's all these things, Just for a second. There we go.
There we go.
It'll pop in now every once in a while. But anyway, happy Saturday. It's we're after Christmas. We're headed towards 2026.
Yep.
And we're hoping you have a happy new year. 2025 has been tough in ways, but we are still here by the grace of God.
Amen, brother.
And
2026 is going to be an awesome year.
we're excited for the future as it just continues to grow here at the Wolf Nation, Cornbread Nation. We're in the new year. We're going to be going live on our radio station. We just got to get a lot of things in place, and I've been promising new merch items. Those are going to come. We're working on lots of things right now, new business cards and things, and just new stuff.
There is a lot coming, and I'm trying to think of how we're going to look at 26. I came up with saying be in the sticks in 26 because we're going to go home tough.
We are. We got out yesterday. We did a bunch of videos.
Yep.
Those are already up, but a bunch of them are not. A couple of them I'm going to show on the history show first.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome show.
Yeah, I look forward to that. And I was using this Thursday night. I had really had a Thursday. Didn't do that, but I may do that Sunday night.
Well, that was Christmas, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I did.
Yeah, we did
go live.
Two shows.
Yeah. But I had scheduled another one, but
Right.
I had cooked a lot that day, so I was
Yeah,
beat. I was
yeah.
just so tired. So I still have that, and it's going to be on George Thomas, Major General George Thomas, who became known as the Rock of Chickamauga. I enjoyed our video there, our couple of videos we did at the top of Snodgrass Hill.
Yeah.
And that was a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
we've got some videos for you.
I learned something new yesterday.
What'd you learn?
I learned that a family member of one of the presidents of our blessed United States was killed in the Chickamauga battlefield. And I'm not going to tell you who. You guys can look it up. But he was kin to one of our presidents, closely. And yeah, he was with General.
Yeah, that they were not with him, fighting against him.
Right, exactly. he was exactly.
I don't know if it was his corps that took him down. I need to look that up. But we did do a video from one of the Indiana troops, which was attached to the corps of General Thomas, and they actually got a pretty good couple days considering the brutality of that. They didn't lose as many men, and were able to push their enemy off the field a couple of times. So
their mortality rates were low.
They were low, about 22%, I think.
Yeah, average what, 38, 40, somewhere in
there. Because you had some that were as high as 50, 60%, and you had some that were lower. So yeah, they're actually able to do pretty good.
I saw that there were like 27,000 men killed in 30 minutes. somewhere along those lines.
There was, well, not killed, but there were
wounded.
Yeah,
but yeah.
There was one in particular about it, which Helm was in. Which
Right.
the name. That was in 30 minutes.
Right.
Not fire and artillery and all that stuff, and just
Those
thousands and
things
thousands
were
of
wicked.
men.
Those exploding,
Oh, man. Yeah,
the soft iron.
These ain't meant for a demonstration. They're meant to kill and
Exactly.
maim. And, down in Athens, Georgia, I've never seen it. I've looked it up. I've been to Athens many times for ball games. I need to look at it. There was an experimental thing that they made it. They invented it. I don't think it. When they tested it, they just figured out it wasn't going to work. But it was like two cannonballs connected by a chain, and the idea was this thing would just be.
Well, they think perpetual motion or something. Gravity does, happen.
When they tested it, I think they took out like a lot of stuff they didn't intend to take out.
Oh, wow.
So was it effective? Yes. But was it too dangerous to use? Yes. So
got you.
That was invented and used at least once in Athens, Georgia. Maybe that's, maybe that was Georgia. Maybe the Bulldogs thought, maybe that's something we can use against Tech.
There you go. I had an idea for a perpetual motor one time, but I just no way to clutch the power, but it worked off of springs, and once you got it going, unless the spring broke, it just kept going because of the equal weight and the way that the pressure. Anyway, it worked really well. It would just click, 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 and just run. As long as you want, there's no way to clutch that power. Once it started. It was going.
There are some things that have been invented that, in one way, they were tremendous ideas, but another way, it was really no good way to use.
Well, look at all the airplanes. The flying wings, people jumping off of buildings and all that stuff.
But mankind is forever, trying to invent.
And that's good.
People talk about, the amazing, and God is amazing, the creative power,
Amen,
the creative act that God did to create all this creation that we live in.
Spoke it.
I have, I read, there's a great, there's a lot of good creation magazines out there and organizations that are doing, they look at everything from a creation point of view.
Yeah.
And they just study it. And there's a group, and they put out a magazine called Acts and Facts.
Right.
And it's a really good magazine. In fact, I just got a new edition in.
But they go off the 6,000 year timeline.
Yeah,
right?
they do.
Yeah.
But the creative act, they go out, they do the same thing. They go out, look at the soil, they look at the layers, all the stuff. But they dig into,
it's amazing what they've proven
bugs
about the
and whatever
Grand
else. And they share exciting stuff the way God made things.
Yep.
But one of the things that they talked about is the energy that is in all living things, and even a blade of grass.
Oh yeah, trees,
and it is
everything.
But it's believed. So think about this. This is what change would come to our world if this was found or to be harnessed. Nowhere. They say there is an energy in a blade of grass to produce. If you could find a way to put it in a way, it would power.
You have to be able to split the.
But they don't know how to do it yet.
Right.
But can you imagine if your home
cold fusion?
I mean, it's wild to me.
Yeah.
But there is that energy there. It's just how do you get it? And harness it and control. Like what you were saying, how do you control that? First you got to find a way to get it where you can manipulate it in a way that you can do what you want it to do, but control it so it doesn't go out of control.
Well, I think people are going to be. My wife would love to get in on this because of her being an ultrasound, but harmonics, and frequencies.
Yeah.
Everything has a frequency, and it's things you hear and things you don't hear. And it can be high and low, but they've got guns, that produce a sound that will just disrupt your, electrical system, and your body,
there's a belief now that the Russians and Chinese, specifically, I think the Russians, have used something against other peoples and troops and stuff, and it does something to their brain. And
I wouldn't doubt it.
That's not conspiracy. There is and I can't remember the term. If somebody knows it, they can throw it in the chat. But where they believe they have tested this, and it's messed some people up.
Right.
And there's a lot of concern out there because good nations of the earth will agree not to use anything like that.
Yeah.
Dictatorships and evil people will absolutely use it for power and
Oh, yeah.
you have to counter that. I mean, something like that if you use that.
Yeah.
And so that's an area that the government's working in really hard right now.
It's who has the biggest stick. You know.
Buford Pusser, but
Right. Exactly.
a lot of but
So I have a question for everybody that's listening. Put in the chat, what is your top conspiracy? What conspiracy do you think is being withheld from the people of the world, the United States, or whatever, but something that you think kicked off?
well, we're not off. We just kind of blew up. Kind of a blip. When our screen goes black, we're like, we don't know if you can hear us or not. Maybe not. We don't know.
Right.
We just keep talking.
Well, you never know. I can't even see the chat. I don't even know if anybody's.
Not yet, no.
Posted
But
anything.
and I don't have the Rumble Studio pulled up. So if anybody's there, go
Right.
over to regular
Right.
the other Rumble channel, and it'll come in the chat. So
What are we
that
in?
would be Southern Fried Podcast. Would be our Southern Fried Patriot, podcast would be the other Rumble channel, and then
Right.
SF Podcasting is the one that I can't see because it's studio. I had to pull up a different tab.
I got you.
But
Well, we just got one little bitty screen as
Yeah.
opposed to 5 big screens.
Yeah.
You know.
it's a beautiful Saturday.
Yes, it is.
Weather
Gorgeous.
is amazing.
No contrails.
No contrast.
I don't
that's
see
true.
any.
But it's going to be very cold in a few days, like at night. Not during the day. During the day it's pretty good,
Yeah.
but at night we're going to hit some lower 20s.
Well, I was looking. My wife and I are taking our 2 grandsons, and we're headed south tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow. Have a great trip.
Thank you very much. But I was looking at the weather in Gulf Shores. It's going to be in the 30s at night. Highs in the 40s.
Awesome.
A couple of days.
We have
That's
someone that
kinda
suggested,
cold.
and this is a great one.
All right. What's
The
that?
Fort Knox Gold,
Oh, it's not there.
and everybody believes that's empty.
Well, Trump went and looked at it, and he won't talk about it.
And that
And there's been a lot of gold coming back into this country since Trump became president. People don't realize that, but I'm talking tons and tons of gold, and it's
Yeah.
got to go somewhere. Where's it going? They're probably putting it back in.
a lot of people talk about it. It used to go off on for a long time.
Long.
Go back and look at the correlations, and people were not going to Fort Knox anymore,
Exactly.
But yeah.
Now they just print money whenever they want to.
Oh yeah, and
Paper money is worth about maybe
and happy holidays to
two-
you, by the way. Thank you.
a tenth
For
of
that.
what it should be.
Yeah, just crank that machine up,
Yeah.
spit it out. What about they ended the penny? They're gonna make no more. They're not. They say it doesn't. This is what cracks me up though.
Those that have collected them, you're going to be happy in several years. Your grandkids will be rich with all the pennies that you have.
They say it costs too much to make them, but pennies last for a long time.
Yeah, they do.
Dollars only make it to what is it, maximum 7 years?
Somewhere around in there.
It is the more it changes.
So how many times they're laundered?
You dang right.
You know how the laundry does.
Oh my goodness! But yeah, but it's it is definitely a conspiracy that I don't believe it's there.
Right.
Yeah,
Like some baby. Well, but I can't.
we're sorry. It is so blinding.
Yeah, we're not ignoring you guys. We're really not.
Yeah,
we
hold on to
can't
them.
see.
They're talking, holding on to them. So we're not being rude. If you see, we're gonna have to get us a shield.
Yeah.
The sun shield. What's that? There's been some TV shows and movies where like they lived on a planet where the radiation was bad, so you went at night or something.
Right.
The sun, stay away
Gotta
from
have
it.
a helmet on and all that stuff.
Do you think that talking about conspiracies,
All right.
the ozone layer, the
Right.
scare of the 70s, was that somewhat legit or total bunk? That
It's somewhat legit.
they were saying that we were destroying the ozone with the core
I don't agree with that.
And there was a time the world wouldn't be here in 20 years.
Well,
That's bull
we're
crap.
here, but the climate change is a bit, all of this stuff. The Earth is going to correct itself. It's the way God made it. It's going to correct itself. But you don't have to worry about climate change.
I know that one. I just went, when you go back to the 70s, that's when they really started ramping up and amping up. Good morning. They started ramping up these conversations about we're damaging the earth, we're damaging this. That really hit in heavy in the mid to late 70s.
Well, the ozone layer, do you know what the northern lights are?
Yeah.
It's just radiation from the sun bouncing off the ionosphere, and it creates a light show for us here. That's why, we've been able to see it down south this year.
We have. It was an amazing thing.
And that's just because of the sun's coronal discharge. So I'm not a scientist, but I know one.
No, I think it's. I'm not a doctor, but I'm the son of a doctor. So
Yes.
But the ones I'm more concerned about.
All right.
Is, and it's facts, it's happened, is the potential for the really massive, they have a name for it, radiation storm or from the sun, which in the 1800s hit with such a ferocity that people were seeing it light at night.
Yes.
There were telegraph wires that they exploded the room. They were
anything electrical,
and it destroyed. And they said today, because our rivers are in such bad shape,
it would put us back in the Stone Age,
and a massive amount of people would die, especially out west.
Yep.
When you go into Texas and Arizona and California, those power grids suck, and they won't spend the money to fix them.
Right.
And it's an actor. He came on Tucker's show once. I can't remember his name. Not Randy Quaid, because he's there, but I can't remember the guy's name. But he said, "Listen, this is not political. I don't care if you're conservative, liberal, whatever."
Right.
He said, we got to spend the money to get ready for this. There is a fix. But if we don't do this, and he said, it's just a matter of time, not if, but when. This will happen again. And he said, a lot of people will die. And if you go back, there's a great documentary. I've mentioned it before. If you go back and look, you can pull it up on YouTube or anything like that. I know it's on YouTube. And there's a documentary that was made about when the Texas grid almost went down. And it wasn't from that. It was just they had a massive failure. And they were
San Diego just had a huge blackout.
Yeah, it happens. This was a huge one, and they said they were in seconds of it going down. Well, the problem is with power grids, you can't just flip the switch back up.
No.
You're going to do damage first. You got to fix the damage, fix the problem.
Troubleshoot and reboot.
But you have to do that in stages, or you'll blow the grid.
Yep.
So it could take as much as 3 weeks to 3 months, depending on where you live, what damage was done. And so in that time, they have death estimations of how many people will die if it's 1 day, a week, 3 weeks, 3 months.
Right.
The numbers are scary of how many people would die. That's human beings. You think of the most vulnerable, people on oxygen or people that are hooked up to machines of some type, and they don't have a backup system or anything that kicks in.
Yeah.
They're the first ones to go. Well, and it's not just old, and some people say, well, I'm young and I'm strong. It also, the food supplies are going to be depleted very quickly. And there's no restaurants going to be open. There's no stores going to be able to hold.
If you don't know how to hunt, and you don't know how to cure meat, and you don't know some of the old ways, how to make beef tallow, things like that, how to make meat cake where you can stay alive for months, off of it.
Yeah, Mickey D's is not going to be open.
No, they're not. You're going to have to know what roots you can eat, what fungus, what mushrooms you can eat.
And that's not in a 10-piece box.
No, it doesn't come in a 10-piece, with curly fries or anything like that.
Oh, man, don't take away my curly fries.
Well, you can still make some curly fries if you know how to grow potatoes,
Oh, that would be cool.
But there are a lot of things. Hank Williams Jr. wrote a song several years ago called "A Country Boy Can't Survive."
Yeah.
And people need to get back to the roots. They need to start learning, how to grow things. Get your hands in some dirt.
We in the South, we understand. We have to feel the dirt in our hands. We have to. That's our roots,
planting
man.
stuff.
You know, we have to be able to feel that dirt, man. That's part of it, man. Grow that food.
You got to be able to feel the dirt and see the mud, because I like getting mud on the tires too. I love a good mud hole. There's one of the Harley.
Yeah, there's one of them. Thunder Road, baby.
Yeah.
Flying that American flag off the back of that.
Well, this is Highway 41.
Very
And
historic
this
highway.
used to be the only way to Florida.
Yeah,
You know, through here. This used to be the main highway.
it was a long trip back in those days.
Yeah, it was.
Just the you know,
All the little towns that you hit.
little down, slow.
Yeah.
People didn't drive as fast
No, the
back in the
interstate,
day. There was no interstate.
45 miles an hour was you were speeding if you did something like that.
There's an old Walton's episode where they're coming down the mountain and it's the two ladies, and she goes, "Do you know how fast you're going?"
You're going 15
No.
miles.
Yeah,
an
well,
hour.
it was like 18, 19 miles an
Yeah,
hour. You're
yeah.
going to kill us.
Yeah,
But you know,
that's hilarious.
speed is interesting as well. Not
It's
to
a need.
bouncing ideas, but I'm thinking, if you're in a parking lot,
Yeah,
if you're 15 miles an hour is fast. If you're in a parking lot, if you're on like a little side road or something, if you're on a highway, that's nothing. So it's really relevant to environment that you're in. 5 miles an hour, if you're standing, could be pretty fast if it's coming at you.
well, that's true. That's true. You know, I've seen those tests where they get cars at different speeds and hit these, you know, walls that are barricaded, you know, and see what the damage is, how they react.
Have you ever had that job as crash dummy?
I have felt like one. I have felt like one. There's nothing like being in a vehicle while it's rolling.
They start coming out.
It's very
taking measurement.
discombobulating, I'll put it that way.
I've rolled one once, and it was a bad ride.
Yeah.
Thank the good Lord, nothing worse happened than did. It was bad enough as it was.
Mine was off-road. So, I mean, you know, we rolled down a hill.
Does it count if you go in a ditch and come back up on the road? Is that considered off-road?
Well, yeah, that would definitely be considered
Because
off-road.
I kind of was off-road, then back on the road
Off-road, on-road?
as we rolled.
Right.
You know, and yeah, you are totally not. You're not. It's not It's not movies, man.
No.
You're just spinning. You're bouncing and spinning. It's
You
bad.
have no control. It's like being on ice.
It's crazy, man. Crazy.
But,
And
anyway.
you know that's when you go to engineering, and the old cars, we love them. They were heavier, but they were bad to transfer the energy through you. Whereas the design
Right.
is now, the energy really is absorbed around you. For the most part, you're still going to get some. You can't get away from that.
Right.
But the older things, that energy went right through you, and pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
So how many times have you rolled a car?
How many times have I rolled a car?
Yeah, I've done it once.
Well, let's
Not
see.
bragging, but I did roll a car once.
I've been in a truck that rolled off-road, four-wheeling. Been in 2 Jeeps that rolled off-road, four-wheeling. And I flipped a Fiat Spider.
Wow.
It didn't roll, it just flipped upside
Some
down.
of them were probably slow rolls, like you're up on the side of a rock, and it was just all of a sudden you went.
I will tell you what, you asked my wife about this when we were coming down 75 one night, and she had a little Subaru Forester, and it's right where Hamilton Place is. The traffic from Hamilton Place merges onto 75. Well, we were coming back from Atlanta, and I'm just driving along, and this car comes off of the exit ramp onto the highway right into my lane. And
Yeah.
I cut that Forester to miss him, and it went up on 2 wheels. And I literally drove that thing on 2 wheels and then brought it down safely.
Wow.
And I don't know, it was an angel did it. I'm not that good of a driver. You know, I'm not a stunt driver or anything.
You needed the dash cam on that one.
No joke. No joke. But my wife was impressed, so hey, whenever you can impress your wife, that's a good thing. My opinion, anyway. So, what's the worst wreck you guys have ever been in?
Yeah, that was mine, man. I've been in a couple,
Do you ever get hurt in any of the wrecks?
not bad, no, just sore. Glass and head,
Yeah,
That's not a good feeling.
yeah. I broke my
My
arm.
pride.
Yeah, I broke my arm in one wreck.
Ugh. Not good.
Other than that, just cuts and bruises, like you said. Very, very fortunate.
Keep getting their people calling me, but not people I know.
Right.
Like, who's calling me? But we hope you have a great trip, man. How long are you going to be gone?
Just a week.
A week?
Yeah, 1 week.
1 week. So y'all pray for their safe journey.
And it's going to be a cool trip. There's a cold snap coming, and it's going to go all the way to the Gulf. But I'd rather, be walking on the beach in 30-degree weather.
Oh, yeah. I took my wife one time when I was speaking at a church in Pensacola, Florida.
Yeah.
Went to Pensacola Beach. We'd been there before when it was really hot. Went to the beach, walked around. Well,
That's about 20 miles from where we're going to be.
Okay, so we went down. I was at this church. It's right up the main road. I mean, you go straight to Pensacola Beach. Or
Right.
Not really the bridge, but over where you go to the water. Right on the main road. I was speaking at a church called Northview Baptist or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was very cold. But in town, it didn't feel as bad. The sun was shining. And my wife said, I want to go down and see the water. And I said, okay. And so we get down there, and she said, we ain't going to get out. I said, oh, you don't want to get out. I said, that
wind will cut you in half.
I said, that wind is whipping. It's cold out there. I said, you're going to freeze. She said, I'm going to do it. I said, go for it. So we just got out of church. She's like in a dress,
Oh, yeah.
She took about 20 steps and turned and ran back to the truck.
Bet.
She said, turn the heat up, turn the heat up. She said, why is it still here? The wind. It's that water, man.
The wind off the ocean keeps strong, and there's always a constant breeze. So when the wind chill, when it gets cold down there, the wind chill can dip as well.
Have you been to the Great Lakes?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
That's amazing, too. The lake effect and snow and all that stuff. Those are amazing. That's one of the most amazing spots on the face of the planet, I believe.
Oh, I agree.
Is the Great Lakes.
Speaking of the Great Lakes, they have found at the bottom of Lake Ontario and Lake Superior, I believe, two different archaeologists, down 200 feet down these rock formations.
Really?
And what they used them for was to herd. They use them to herd animals. So they put these. It's a line blockade. They put them down to it, and like elk and things like that, they will follow straight lines.
Yeah.
And so they made a straight line with the rocks. They followed it all the way to a pen, and on the other side of that pen was a cliff that drops off like 300 feet.
Really?
Yes. And they found all of this 200 feet underwater.
Now, I wasn't aware of that.
So, that is pre-flood, because the Great Lakes were caused from the Great Flood.
I love it, man.
But
How did they get their name? I don't remember the Great Lakes. How did each one get its name?
I do not know. That's a very good question.
I mean, I know there's a story behind it, but I don't remember what it is. So
We'll have to do some research into that.
that'd be good for the history show. Do one on the Great Lakes. I have to bring in some people that are more familiar with the Great Lakes than I am, though.
I've heard of Lake Minnetonka.
I've been to Lake Winnipesaukee.
Hey, we were at Wolf Lake yesterday.
We were at Wolf Lake. I put that picture up and said, guess where we are. I haven't had anybody respond yet. I just did Facebook. So we'll see. Did you like the wolf? Like standing there. Did I send one over one of the videos?
You sent me the one where he was running on the water. That was hilarious.
I wasn't gonna put that out. I just wanted you to see it.
Right.
There's another one where you turn he's walks beside you and you turn to him. I'll have to send you that one too. I did several of them.
Cool.
But I told you it took me a bit. And did I send you the new picture where we're facing back to back?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool too.
You didn't. No, I hadn't seen that one.
Okay.
Not back to back.
It's it took me a lot of work, and I'm still tinkering with it, but I'll have to send it to you when we get off the air. But it was a lot of fun though. Just I laughed so hard, especially when I got the wolf involved. Folks that don't know, our Wolf Nation, we have a wolf logo, black wolf,
right.
And so everywhere we go, or if we're doing pictures or something, or memes or whatever it is, there's always a wolf there. Somewhere in the picture, you'll always find a wolf.
Because the wolf knows.
The wolf knows, and we have a lot of fun with it. I like wolves anyway. I'm not like I want to live with one, but I just think they're beautiful animal creatures.
They are.
But there's a mystery to me a little bit about those kinds of things. I mean, they're very in tune with stuff I think we're not, And anyway, I just think
they are
beautiful.
loyal. That is for sure.
I just think they're very interesting creatures, animals,
Right.
whatever. And if I ever find a Bigfoot, I just want to think that the wolf is going to be there and say, "I always knew where the Bigfoot was."
They'll make introductions for us probably.
Oh man!
I'm gonna find a Bigfoot.
Hello, Dean Potts. How are you? By the way, I'm glad you enjoyed your video. And
Morning, Dean.
Dean is on that Bubba train, and we're going to have to get some pictures up of that too.
Jeb and Bubba.
Dean is the conductor of the Bubba train.
Okay.
That's what it is. He got the little hat, got the little kerchief, overalls. I could see this. I could absolutely see this. Ringing the bell. Wait a minute. Are you saying he's working at Lake Winnebago, the train?
Well,
Well, that would work too. Maybe that is the Bubba train.
There you go.
The train at Lake Winnebago. I could see that.
Or it could be a monorail.
Good morning.
It could be the one at Disneyland. The monorail.
There's a guy in my church. He said when he retired, well, he just retired, but he said one day I want to get that job. I just want to be driving the train at Lake Winnebago.
I love that little train.
How did Lake Winnebago get its name anyway? What an odd name for this area.
It's an Indian name. It's an old Indian name. I don't know what tribe.
Winner will soak you. I mean, with
something,
arrow,
something like that.
Winnebago.
Yeah.
We just say Lake Winnie around here. Good morning.
There used to be good morning. There used to be a NASCAR racetrack at Lake Winnebago.
Gene says no to the Bubba train. Come on, Dean. You know you want to be on that train.
Hey, Dean, do some research into the racetrack that used to be at Lake Winnebago.
I didn't know there was one.
I think there were some big name drivers that actually raced that course.
Really?
Yep.
There you go, Dean. There's some more stuff you can study there.
That was many moons ago. Many moons ago.
It sounds like an Indian story again now. Many moons ago.
You have to.
There was a racetrack in this area.
You have to throw that in.
That would be. Dean needs an Indian name. He really does. We got to figure out Dean an Indian name. He just needs one, man. Mine would be Running Slow.
Running Slow.
Yeah, Wolf Running Slow or something. Because I'm getting older. I'm so old now that I'm probably the guy that has to stay in the camp, with the women folk.
I got you.
I'm no longer the brave warrior. They've told me they've set me down.
You're the wise man now. You're the wise man.
Well, you get to smoke the peace pipe more.
There you go. That makes you more wise.
He said he would research that. I got to clean my screen.
Sweet.
It's filthy. Got some dust all over it.
Good deal.
We have an interview, on the show Monday. Right, that's right. Scott Smith, Dirt Track in USA, baby. We're going to talk dirt tracks and
I will tell you
slinging
what,
that mud. When we go to the dirt track, you in with us?
Oh, Lord, yeah. Dirt track is a different animal. I mean, it really is when it comes to racing. It's Urban's racing in dirt track. There's some collisions.
You're going to have to come over and join the racing and sports show more too.
I love to.
That was fun. We had a lot of fun together.
Oh yeah. But
Dean's done a lot of good work. I appreciate him, his passion for getting things done.
Most definitely.
His family, they're awesome. And Paul, you and your family, I think your family's for allowing y'all to be part of this craziness. I know your time away from them.
Oh, my wife's glad to get me away.
Yeah, Dean says, come on. We're going to have to, I need to kind of redo the studio just a little bit. It's just, I hate starting something. When I get started, then I'll really get into it.
Right.
But I want to kind of redo the little bit.
We can do that.
so that we kind of are all maybe even the same shot or with the two cameras anyway. But we can do that. But I just want to redo it a little bit, just a little bit, just a little lot.
Just a little bit. Well, you know, it's the little things in life. It's just the little things.
Just the little things.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
You know, I had a really good question that.
You're welcome, Dean. You deserve it, man.
I had a really good question that I thought of on the way in this morning.
What's that?
I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was a good question.
It was a good question,
Yeah.
but I don't remember. I was going to ask
really
you
good
something.
question.
I was thinking about this on the way myself, and you've reminded me of what I forgot that I was going to remind myself of.
All right.
But I was thinking of Wolf Nation and Wolf Nation Adventures.
Right.
I was going to ask you if you had ever water skied
Oh, yeah.
and tubed.
Grew up, yes. Grew up, you know, on water pretty much, but yeah, done quite a bit of water skiing, boogie boards.
I was going to tell a quick story, and folks, we're going to run out of
All that
energy
good
here
stuff.
in a few minutes, so we're going to have to get off of here. But I forgot my battery backup, but it's okay. We got enough time for another minute or two. But we went tubing one time.
Right.
And a bunch of us, this guy we worked with, and
What?
we was up on
local river.
Chickamauga.
Chickamauga. Okay.
And I went out a couple of times, and of course, when you hit hard, and usually you're fishing for your shorts. I mean,
You can be.
so anyway,
Can be.
we had this guy we worked with, and he got on the tube, and he was really good at it. And he said he should never said this to a redneck. And my buddy who had the boat, and if you're listening, he watches the show sometimes.
Right.
He knows he's a redneck. We're all rednecks to a degree, but he is
I
definitely
know
a
I
redneck.
am, yeah.
And you don't tell a redneck, "Oh, you can't wreck me." Wrong move.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I'm looking back, and he just hammers it, and he is swinging him back and forth. The last time that he was on the tube, I'm not exaggerating. He come around the side, like he's almost slingshotted him.
Yep.
The tube is off the water,
Oh,
and he's hanging on, and he's sideways, and he's got this.
Yeah.
The water is hitting his face.
Slow down.
He's got this look like, my God, this is gonna hurt. And I looked, and I'm thinking, I wanted to say, slow down, and I think I even said, "You're gonna kill him" or something. He goes, he's coming off that tube, and man, when he hit, it looked it was the biggest wreck ever, man. I mean, it was Wipeout City.
Wow.
I just wish I had like a slow mo when he came around at whatever speed we were going at, and I'm like, this is not going to be good. And I'm thinking, you should have never told him that.
I want to tell you, we used to do night skiing, you know, which is against
Night
the law.
skiing?
Yeah, night
My
skiing.
God.
And we
Doc!
Yeah, we went out one night. And I'm not going to name any names, but the fella that was skiing, we told him, said, stay in the wake. Don't get outside the wake when we go into this. We're going to go into a slough and turn around. Stay in the wake. You might, you're going to go slow, but you'll be fine. So we go into this slough and we start making our turn and accelerate coming out. And you can't really see anything, but I had a little flashlight, and I shined the flashlight. I couldn't find dude. And look, here he is. He slingshotted out coming around. And I mean, he's leaning into it, like this. And he hit a boathouse. I mean, running wide. I'm surprised it didn't kill him.
Oh, my gosh.
I think they were pulling splinters out of him at the hospital for a week.
Oh, I knew it, man. I knew if I ask you that question, we get some kind of crazy story.
Yeah, yeah. That was one of the craziest.
Outdoors with John Candy.
Yeah, that was funny.
He's saying you with the bad word.
Blankety blank.
And he thinks what did he say? Go faster, go faster.
Faster.
The speedboat from Hades,
I've got a good one to tell you about. Yeah, I went skiing behind a bass boat.
Dean says my Indian name will be Slowpoke.
Slowpoke.
And yours would be no word. Yeah, you're no word. You have no word. You've forgotten it. So your Indian name is no word.
No, okay, I got you. Now my Indian name is actually Walking Eagle.
Walking eagle.
Yes. So full of it can't fly. Somebody gave me that name a long time ago. I forget who it was. I think it was a fellow named Bucky.
Of course, it would have to be somebody named like that.
Yeah. Bucky was an interesting guy. He was a frogman back in World War II.
Wow.
And then he became a pilot and flew Mustangs. He was something else.
I'm excited that with Wolf Nation, we're going to have an interview with a military man, a friend of yours, a neighbor.
Yep.
That is exciting. After the first year, we'll get this set up. And
Brigadier General Chris Patterson.
I am excited to just hear his military story and hear what he has to say about stuff.
He's got some pretty good ones. He actually denied Obama water one time. He was in charge of all the supplies and everything, and Obama's Secret Service came and said, "We need some water." They said, "Well, fill a form out." Hey, you don't understand, it's for the president. He said, "I don't care if he wants water, fill a form out." You're going to do it the right way.
As was said in the great movie Rio Bravo, every man should have a taste of power before he's through.
Yeah.
It is a great statement, by the way.
Yeah,
every man should have a taste of power before he's done.
You will see your true colors, I'll tell you that. Sure will.
Oh, we're going to get off here before it just shuts off. And we got a little bit, but I don't want to push it too close. I'll promise I'll recharge the battery back up next time. And Biscuit Boy's going to be on vacation. Y'all pray for him. I will be all over the place on the podcast through the week. And maybe Paul can come live one day and check in.
Hopefully Thursday.
We're hoping.
We'll be able to do something.
And we want to wish everybody a Happy New Year as it approaches.
Yes.
Be safe out there. Enjoy your time off from work if you're still enjoying those days away from work, and
definitely
spend time with your family. Continue.
And remember the reason for the season.
Yeah, remember the reason for the season.
Jesus Christ.
I've been reading a lot of people that sometimes you just read stuff that disturb you.
Yeah.
And someone put a very bad word last night and said blank Christmas. And
wow.
I thought, wow, man, I showed it to Lynn. I said, I can't even imagine what's in their heart. You know, like how bad it is. But at the same time,
a lot of brokenness.
And I don't say that like I'm putting them down. I'm saying pray for them because Jesus died for them just as much as he died for me.
Yes, he did.
And I'm thankful for my salvation.
Amen, brother.
And, God bless you. And Dean, you behave yourself. What is he saying there? I can't see.
I can't see that.
Maybe it said see you. See y'all. I might be on one more time today, maybe not. Don't know. It's according to how things are at home, my wife and her health.
Right.
But we'll be on Sunday morning, Sunday night. Looking forward to a lot of good football this weekend. And hey, first of the week is college football playoffs are continuing.
Hey, who won the Honolulu Bowl or whatever?
Hawaii come back and won that.
Did they really?
I didn't think they would do it. I think we still got the Snoop Bowl out there.
So I chose right.
You chose right. I can't believe it.
Yep.
I cannot believe it. It's crazy. But yeah, they come back.
I can't wait to see how we fare,
We're going to go through those.
We'll go through them this week.
We're going to go through those.
Awesome.
And it'll be fun.
Well, guys, y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. And remember, the wolf knows.
The wolf knows.
To always keep ascending.
Keep ascending.
Yes.
A lot of videos out there. Glad you enjoyed your video, Dean. We made for
We're funding it. Right, here goes the battery.
Yeah, we're going down. We're going down. Captain, the ship is going down. Let me see if I can do this. We may just have to close it.
See you, folks.
Here we go. We close that down. Let me get up here and have to take Biscuit Boy off the screen so I can see.
I'm out here. Let me get over here and see if I can block the sun.
You're blocking the sun. If I can just find where the cursor's at, we're in good shape. That's the hardest part. I'm going to recolor my cursor.
Yeah, you need to make it neon orange or something on there.
Hey, folks, have a great day. We're out. We'll see you next time.
Peace.